we have a name for this one? Yes, we do. It's called the K30. And it kind of reminds me a little bit of Honda motors, right? The K20, K24. This one's the K30, right? If you got that Honda motor reference, you're a true G. But I'm seeing a crossbar lock here. That's already a good sign. I'm digging that. And I see a thumb stud. So we're just going to go for it and send it. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Bam. Oh, okay, now I'm loading for words here, right? My brain is just loading right now. What are we talking about here, guys? Are we talking folding knife on a multi-tool? Like, not just like, here's a cheapy old, like, folding knife, just a random blade or whatever with some crappy steel. I mean, this absolutely is an actual, like, good blade that you would use for EDC, right? For starters, we got 14C 28N steel, so I'm digging that. I mean, the mirror finish on there is pretty dope, right? Check out your boy right here. What's going on, everybody? All right, check out my nostrils right there. Are we good? All right, got the glasses. Anyways, yeah, the reflection right there is pretty solid. We have a, I want to say, drop point, clip point blade, right, with a flat grind and a beautiful mirror polish again. You can see all my cable management recording with the iPhone right there. Yeah, interesting finish on it. Now, it is a crossbar lock, and it actually goes all the way to the other side, so it's not just the one side. Now, here's the good news. You can actually do the full swing on the open as well. Very smooth. I mean, we have some sort of ball bearings. They're a little bit audible on the ball bearing department. But in case you're wondering, yes, you can definitely open with a crossbar lock, thumb deploy as well. Man, listen, they are, they're cooking. They're absolutely cooking over at Nextool. I'm going to tell you that right now. This is sweet, right? Of course, we got the G10 scales, and I got so carried away with the actual full-size knife that kind of forgetting that I'm doing a overview video here, Miguel. Let's get serious now. Deep pocket carry clip, all right, with the, kind of talked about the model number and branding there. And then we have, again, the G10 scales. We have some other goodies here. For starters, my eye just goes to, before we get into anything else, right back here, we got one of these little pull tabs. And next thing you know, we got some tweezers back there, right, that we can stash in this little pocket here, kind of like a Swiss Army knife classic, right, Victorinox classic SD. So we got that going. I don't see, okay, we can get something out from this side. And it looks like that would be an all tool, which is actually perfect, because if you were making a hole on leather, right, this sort of leverage right here actually feels really comfortable to use. Right, like the fact that it's kind of smack in the middle. If you use all tools for, your daily work or hobby or what have you, if you use them often, let me know. Give me some feedback in the comments, right? If this is a good location for an all tool, I would say so. But again, I'm no all tool expert or anything. Now, obviously, on this side, check this out. We have, is this a locking? Wow, that is nice. That is a locking bit driver right there. So now, I wouldn't want to use, a swing because the blade is on ball bearing. So that one's going to want to swing out more often than not. So I'll just pull down on the crossbar lock and fold it that way. It is pretty neat that they connected the knife and the bit driver, right? Both connected to the same crossbar lock. So we got a flat head and a Phillips head. So you can easily switch between these two. PH1 on the Phillips side. And then we have a SL 3.5 here on the flat head. So there you go, pretty standard, right? Good stuff there. Obviously, you use these all the time. They're like a multi-tools must-have, right? A flathead and a screwdriver. Then we have another flathead, or more like a pry bar, along with a file. We even have file on the side, cross pattern, diagonal pattern on this side. So that one has a nail nick. That one is a non-locking file. Then we have another nail nick right over here. Oh, hold on a second. Here we got some big old scissors. These are nice as well, guys. I'm really liking that Nextool is doing this. When I checked out recently, I checked out scissors with teeth like these. I don't want to see, or I mean, the experience is not the same, right? Once you kind of try these out and start using them, when you use scissors without the little teething right there, it's a whole different experience. This is what you want your scissors to have, and they are obviously putting this in multiple models. I'm absolutely here for it. I wonder how they stack up, just for giggles, right, next to the S0. Are they the same size, more or less? I would say a hair bigger. Just eyeballing it here, about a hair bigger, scissors wise. I mean, this is more of a complete package, right? This is more of a keychain, lighter weight approach. This is a more tools in your pocket sort of approach. So And I mean, under spring tension, I mean, these are pretty solid as well. Let's give them a good old test right here as well. Oh yeah, biting pretty good, solid cut, right? No chewing, just, you know, cutting right through. Just exactly what you would want. And, you know, they fold pretty easily, right? This handle right here is pretty nice, right? And then just shove it back in there. And I believe that is the whole 360, right, on this guy. Right? We checked out everything. I don't have a user manual here to cross-reference to see if I miss anything. If I did, absolutely let me know in the comments. I think we pretty much cover it all here. I mean, the size, I mean, it is the size of my palm. So if you, and the thickness is actually not that much. So matter of fact, why don't I get scientific with it here, guys? This side here from G10 scale to G10 scale, it's going to be a 0.68 thickness there, and then this opposite side here is going to be 0.86, right? 0.68, 0.86. So again, it's got some thickness to it, but nothing crazy. Whereas the keychain one is going to be pretty slim at 0.22, and on the wider side it's going to be ballpark 0.88. But yeah, it's going to, you know, should live in the pocket pretty good. And again, more of a keychain style. If you know, Nextool, if you ever want to put a pocket clip on this, I will rock that on the 5th pocket. I'm gonna tell you right now. As a matter of fact, I'm debating right now whether or not to take out the ring and just use it as a 5th pocket carry. That would be nice. I mean, this will come handy for someone who uses scissors a lot, right? If you know, you prioritize a lot of scissor use on your everyday, right? That will make a lot of sense. But this is, you know, always be something nice to have. For me, I would see a little bit more value on something like this, because obviously the knife, I'm already everyday carrying a knife. Then I got all the other tools, as well as obviously the good old pair of scissors we just looked at. So if I want a pair of scissors, I got them there, and then I got everything else. The main thing to consider with this is you don't have pliers, so obviously, you know, make sure that pliers wouldn't be something you absolutely need. And if you can check off pliers from, you know, what you actually use, then something like this is going to be very comprehensive. And, you know, while we're here, why not go ahead and toss it on the good old scale here, right, for fair measure. 0 out, S0 coming in at exactly 1.2 ounces. That's going to be 32 grams. So 1.1 ounces, 32 grams, whereas the K30, right, is going to be 4 ounces on the dot, or the equivalent of 114 grams. So there you go, some quick weight, not going to be extra heavy in any way, shape, or form. The weight on this guy is pretty much on par with most knives at EDC anyway. So for the weight of a regular EDC knife, you obviously have a lot more tools on with you. Now, the knife is very slim. I do like that. So it's going to slice pretty good. And obviously you got a chunky handle here. So you can't complain. I'm able to get a full 4-finger grip on it without a doubt. And, you know, has no jimping. I mean, if I had to nitpick anything, a little bit of jimping here would be nice. I would like a different finish. I don't know why this mirror finish. I don't dislike it. I mean, it's pretty solid. I wonder if Nextool, right, you want to just do some stone wash finishes, right, some satin finishes and things like that. But again, I mean, I'm not necessarily disliking this one per se, right? There's yours truly once again. Hope you guys really enjoyed this one. If you made it to the end, you're the real MVP. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care, and I'll see you on the next one, either this one or this one. Peace.